What's going on, folks? I'm AutoMattock. This is part 2 of young Zeku's Knockdowns, where we're going to talk about crouching roundhouse. That's it. We're going to talk about crouching roundhouse. If you have V-trigger available, what's going to happen if your crouch counters, if you just hit them and you activate it, if they normal, all those things we're going to go over. And we're going to do, I'm going to give you as much information as I have. I'm sure there's going to be more setups, more frame kills that's going to be out there. But I've talked about the importance of crouching roundhouse V-trigger almost ad nauseum at this point. It's really, really good. But we want to talk about all of the results and what can actually happen. So, first thing we're going to talk about is if you do this crouching hard kick and then you activate and they are knocked down, not crush counter. Now you have more time than if you were to do just this, where I would normally recommend doing a manually timed standing light kick or a throw, maybe even a crouching medium punch. But in this scenario, you have so much more time, you can actually frame kill up to, what's it called? The run stop into the crouching roundhouse. And since you have your V-trigger already activated at this point, assuming you have this V-trigger activated, you can actually, if they back recover, actually there's a couple things to demonstrate here. If they actually block it, you can then cancel your slide and then go into the Idante, the V-trigger mechanic here. So, if, say we do this, we do the slide here. First of all, that slide can actually link into the standing medium punch. But if they block, you can go into your V-trigger mechanic, right? We'll do after first attack. Make sure they're not mashing anything. And then you can activate the V-trigger mechanic like this. This is really hard to put together. There we go. So that actually turns into a frame trap. I'm going to go more into that later about how you can use the V-trigger thing to frame trap them while you're doing it and frame trap into a throw, or at least feign like you feel frame trap and then you can throw them, that kind of thing. I'll get into that later. But yeah, that is definitely one of the options you can do. You can frame kill with the slide here, excuse me, the run stop, and then slide and use the other portion of it to make it safe and cover both knockdowns. Otherwise, you can just do this exact same thing that you did with the slide by itself, and that is manually time a standing light kick, etc., etc. Another thing you can do against 4 frame characters, so this might actually be her repeat. Another thing you can do against 4 frame characters is you can use your crouching medium punch as a melee attack. So we're gonna go ahead and I think her crouching light kick is 4 frames, right? I hope so. I'll check just to be sure. So Cammy's crouching light kick, we're gonna check if it's 4 frames. Standing light kick 4 frames, crouching light kick 4 frames. So this will demonstrate how you can use crouching medium punch in the same way, and all you do is activate and dash them twice, and use crouching medium punch. So from this scenario here, dash them twice. That'll hit on the last active frame of their back recovery, and it'll hit on the 4th active frame or the 4th frame of their wake up. In this scenario. So that those normals actually hit at the same time. So I'm covering both knockdowns, and again, this is only for 4 frame characters. If Cammy does her 3 frame here, it's gonna counter hit me. And by 1 frame, it counter hits me. So there's probably some more unique things you can do there with just the V-trigger and activate. But the next thing we're gonna talk about is if you crush counter and you V-trigger at the same time. Now this is where I think a lot of the set play is going to really happen here, because you'll find this crush counter quite a bit, because we've gone over many of the knockdowns where it'll crush counter, such as Bushinsho, and if they don't work over here, and then what do you do if you hit them with that, and what do you do if this activates? So what I like to do right now is if I'm in the corner, I'll switch sides and go into young Zeku, such as that. So if this crush counters, and if I'm in the corner here, I'm in the corner, I'll use the medium punch flip and then the punch crossover so I can get better positioning. That's pretty good. If this crush counters, you can also get a 4 frame safe jump here. That is a 4 frame safe jump, which won't work against Cammy's DP because that's actually 3 frame startup. So not a safe jump against Cammy. Okay, so we have a lot of options here off of this crush counter. Quite a bit. There's like many different reasons to use things. So if I do medium punch, Mushin show with a hard punch, that's gonna hit meaty. It's also gonna build me meter while they're on the ground. So that's a decent frame kill you have there. But also using that medium punch show as a frame kill, it branches off into many different things. So if I throw here, it's gonna give me the correct frame kill to be at +3. So if I throw again, it's gonna beat them out of their 3-frame normal. It's really good. So since I'm +3 after I whiff this first throw, that means I can also get a meaty crouching medium punch, right? There we go. Okay, so that's one thing I like using is the medium punch show as a frame kill because it also builds me some meter in the process. Some other things I was experimenting with was using the slide because now I'm shoving them in the corner. But then I don't know if I found the frame kill for that. But there's a couple things to consider there. The run in general is a decent way to get them to the corner while they're in their crush counter state. But what I really want to talk about is when you crush counter them and activate V-trigger. Now, there's a couple things you can do here. I think I only have 2. But when you do crush counter them here, you can backdash into old Zeku. This will be easier if I put this on minimum start. So now I'm using the medium punch Bushin flip. Now if I do the kick version, that'll hit them in front, I think. Ooh, maybe not on can. Maybe we'll see. We'll give it another go at, shall we? Fine. The wrong button. Maybe not. Oh, okay. I reversed the order and then I can hit in front. Well, in any case, you can decide which side you'll land on, and it'll be meaty on both sides. There's actually a lot of interesting things you can do with the Bushin show in the order, where it'll meaty both knockdowns. But the other thing that I like doing with this punch counter here is to throw, and then I have a 4-frame safe jump. Yep, 4 jump, 4-frame safe jump. And then the last thing that you can do here, you can fit in about 4 dashes just to push them towards the corner. And at that point, I will time a meaty standing light kick or crouching medium punch. Pretty good. That's like almost half a screen, half a stage worth that I pushed them towards the corner. So yeah, those are the things you can do off of the crush counter if you activate V-trigger. There's going to be a lot more things you can do. There's going to be a lot more different setups. But those are, like, I think a baseline good thing to start off with. Especially if you're not doing anything at this point. So that's it for now. Crouching roundhouse. Young Zeku crouching roundhouse. This is the button. To me, this is the just do it. The Zeku, not even old or young Zeku, just the Zeku thing to do. When you have V-trigger, slide a lot. And then when they start the neutral jump, because they anticipate the slide, I would suggest medium punch. Medium punch horizontal. It's hard to react to, but it is possible. And then off of there, you get a medium punch Bushin show, or air grab, or V skill. So yeah, slide in them DMs. That's it for now. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe. I hope you learned something. I'm AutoMattock.